going on? I'm back at it again. Drams on deck. Been away for a little while. I did some shopping. I got some new stuff, and I'm coming back to y'all with some heat. I got some heat today for y'all. So today, I have the Dalmore King Alexander III up in here. And this particular one right here, this is actually my very first, one of my first Dalmore products. And I got this actually in London at a duty free. Actually, check out this clip of me getting it, and then you would make better sense for you. What's going on? It's Drams on deck. I'm out here in London right now. I'm checking out a couple of bottles out here at this little store, so check it out. Triple cast. Got a lot of different Highland Parks here. These two here I've never really seen before. You see the price in euros, very expensive. Here, they have the Signet over here for very cheap, actually. I think I paid $220. Here, this probably weighs to $135, so this is very cheap. If I didn't already have a bottle, I probably would buy another. But right now, I have like a 19 here. In the States, they have the 18. So, today I think I'm gonna do this one here, King Alexander. It's a good price. I think I'm gonna get it and do a review. They all have different flavor profiles, different prices, but the King Alexander is one that I actually wanted to try for a while, so I think I might get it just because it's the cheapest price I've seen. So, and another thing I want to show you real quick is this special edition Johnny Walker Blue Label here. This one here, as you can see, is 55%, and it's different from the normal Blue Label that we have back in the States. So I definitely, not gonna pick this one up today, but I definitely will keep that in mind when I travel abroad next time and maybe get that as well. But that's a very strong Johnny Walker compared to the older ones. Johnny Walker section. But today, I think Drams is gonna end up getting this right here, this Dalmore. So, if I do get it today, which I probably will, I'll do a review. Alright, check it, sign it off. So, I got this at the duty free, and it was actually on sale. Normally, these around here in California, most of our local liquor distributors are normally running around anywhere from $220. I've seen as much as $250. So anywhere from $220 to $250 range is what their ballpark is. I got this over in London at a duty free, and it was actually what amounts to today. Yeah, you had the pound, but it equated to $180 American money. So it's like, well, that's why I got it. I was like, it's on sale. It's about $40, $50 cheaper, and I've never actually had the particular bottle. It's very, I heard good things about it. So I was like, let me go ahead and pick it up. So I guess the sale is what caught me. And so this particular one right here, I actually poured it a few minutes ago. I let it open up prior to. And this is actually the box that it comes in. So it's a nice little box. It opens up like this. And obviously the spirit sits in the middle. It's like little flaps right here. It talks about the Dalmore and actually the bottom. It's the back end of it right here. But yeah, for the duty-free purchase, this is how it looks now. I don't know if they all come in like that, but this particular one came exact like this thing. It said the King Alexander. This one particularly, it's not age statement, but this has like 6 different casks. It has ex-bourbon cask, has Oloroso sherry wood, Madeira barrels, has Marsala, has port pipes, and his Cabernet Sauvignon wine barrels. So that's 6 different casks that's aged in. Now these particular ones here, I actually don't know how long it was aged in each cask. Like 6 different casks, it may be aged, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, I'm not exactly sure. but it spent some maturation in each of those particular casks, so it has a different. So it's supposed to be very complex. That's what my expectation of it. So that being said, I guess it equates for the higher price point as well. The price point is very high, so for me, I want to have a higher price point, and it comes with supposed to be sophistication. So I guess my expectations are a little bit higher. So that's just how I roll. So we're gonna start right here on the nose. First thing I pick up on the nose is straight sherry. That's the first thing I pick up. I get some plums, sherry, just a little bit of caramel, very small hint of vanilla. It smells pretty good, very pleasant on the nose. This is actually 40% alcohol volume. Things with Dalmore, I actually like spirits, usually preferably my preference range anywhere from 43% to 48%. I like it slightly over 40, but not necessarily, no, definitely not over 50. I mean, I do have some spirits that is over 50, but to me, those are ones I have to put maybe a drop of water in, kind of bring it down. But anywhere from the 43 to 48 ranges, for my palate, works pretty good on my spirits. So this is sitting at 40% ABV. It's a very, like I said, very pleasant nose, sherry, like a small citrus smell to it, plums, a little vanilla. So that's what I pick up on the palate. And this is actually, like I said, this one I actually have another Dalmore that I got on my travels. I actually went to Dubai and I went to Ibiza, and between, that's in Spain by the way. In between those, I had a lot of different stops in between, so everyone had duty free. So I kind of just picked and choose different things that I saw. And I'm like, okay, I actually like this one. I said, I'm gonna pick this one up right here. And so that's kind of how that came to be. So I did, so with some fun things, I definitely had a good trip. So, but in addition to that, like I said, I definitely did try some new spirits and beers over there. So this is the one that I just recently purchased. So we're gonna try this on the palate and see what pretty much what we got. Pick up just a little bit of peat on it. But right now, sherry. A little citrus on it, very light citrus. And I also pick up hints of peat on it. Almost like a very, not as peaty as that, but if you ever had a Highland Park 12, the peat that you get in the 12, how it's kind of like half sherry, half peat, it's less peat than that, but that's kind of give you an idea of where I was talking about. But believe it or not, it's a little bit of peat on it. But there's no burn, or I didn't get a burn. That was one thing I don't like. I don't, when you certain things, when it has a certain alcohol volume, sometimes you may get a little bit of heat or burn or punch. I didn't really pick up a burn at all on this, which is good. It went down very mellow, it's very sophisticated. Take a look at it here. It's pretty like a dark color, like a syrupy color, very dark brown. And again, there's no age statement on it, so I can't tell you exactly how old it is, but it does definitely have some different maturation in it. But it's definitely, I like the color on it. It definitely for sure. And the scent is very, very nice, pleasant on the nose. You know, I have 6 barrels, so I could pick up some bourbon on it, and I could pick up the sherry. But the Cabernet Sauvignon and the Madeira and all that stuff, maybe I'm not picking that up as much, I would say. But the one thing I do pick up, the bourbon, I can taste that, but not too much vanilla though. So I like I said, sherry, plum. It's not as sweet as it smells, put it that way. It has some sweetness to it, but not as sweet as it smells. So if I had to say, you know, the sweetness meter is probably about light mid sweet, more of a light part, not very sweet, but kind of on the slower side of the sweet. But you pick up just a pinch, a little bit of some peat on there, definitely sherry, bourbon. If I had to rate this, 10 being the best, Before I do, let me take one more small. I mean, be fair. Take one more, just very small sip before I go on this rating. It's pleasant. Um, I expect it to be, at least on my palate, for me to catch more layers of sophistication. It's decent amount. Probably, I guess my expectation was a little bit more than what I'm tasting. I still enjoy it. It is pleasant. There's no burn. If I had to rate this, 10 being the best, I think I'll probably have to rate this. If I just take out the price, just because a lot of times price factors in my rating. So if I just eliminate price altogether and rate this as it is, I'll probably give this a 7.5, almost 8, or 7.5, 8 in that ballpark, which is pretty good. But again, I'm gonna have to throw price back into it. For the price that I paid, and I guess for my expectations, I probably wouldn't see myself buying another bottle for $2.20. We're now back in the States, $2.25. I wouldn't see myself doing that personally. It is pleasant, it is enjoyable. You pick up, like I said, the biggest thing I pick up is sherry on this. Sherry, like I said, if you ever had a bourbon cask whiskey before, you pick up some of that, and you also get just a little bit of sweetness, but mild, and you get some of the little bit of peat. So it does have sophistication, but I guess I'm only comparing it to other spirits that I have in my collection that I enjoy just as much, maybe even more than this. It is probably half the price point or significantly less than I paid for this one. So factoring that in, can't say I would necessarily buy another bottle. I would drink it again, but I probably, for the price point, I wouldn't buy another bottle, only for that. I give it, like I said, a solid 7.5, maybe probably even 8, but you know, for me, that was it. My expectations was, you know, probably a little bit more, but it is good though. It is definitely a good Dram. So that's the price point. It is what it is. But anyway, signing off. Drams on deck.